People come to Moovit and they're like shy and stuff, and then once they meet the people that are like doing Moovit with them, they're like, oh, I don't need to be shy, I can be myself. This is a family.
What I love about Moovit is how like I get to express myself and no judgment or anything or like yeah.
I feel like when I dance around the guys, there's a lot more freedom, and I feel like I can kind of do whatever like I feel like doing, and then they won't judge me, and they just, yeah.
The culture we have at Onehunga, you know, that the dance culture, the performing arts vibe. When we get on stage, we're not all one person, we're ourselves. We shine individually.
Yeah, but yet we still work as a team.
Exactly. It's like all 5 vegetables in one plate.
It's been a really interesting journey, and I didn't foresee it as when it initiated, I didn't see it as being a long-term 3-year sort of thing. I just thought it was this cool, you know, one-off project, and it's just sort of developed each year. It's a collaboration with the Vodafone Event Centre, Onehunga High School, Pagan from the Royal New Zealand Ballet, who's a dance educator, and Richie Cesan from Identity Dance Crew.
This really helps when like you're dancing because they're professionals. If like they give you feedback of your thought, you take it in, and it really helps you really become such a great dancer.
And just watching them like choreograph stuff and working, since they're so professional and so knowledgeable, it's just crazy because you can see that they're on a whole nother level, and just being able to work with them it's an honor.
I saw last year's performance and I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to join the experience.
We are and where we come from, like there's a lot of ballet, there's a lot of hip hop, and
There's a lot of contemporary.
yeah, and like that isn't normally one, but
Put into one.
Put into one, that's
Yeah.
like, that's this amazing thing.
Yeah, when they're all in together.
yeah.
Like it's a piece of art that's like what? I don't know, like you can't afford it.
You can. It's priceless. In Moovit, we're able to kind of expand the way we think about movements, and we're able to create different ways of moving, and we're not quite limited to just one way of thinking and one way of doing.
The music's different, so we've got a new composer this year. This year we're using Eugene Teulilo, who's actually an ex-Onehunga High School student.
The history for me in Moovit, I started when we did the first project. I was actually in the band, drumming. The second year I was in the opening act. In this year I ended up producing the tracks. Being able to produce the tracks for Moovit is a massive opportunity. I feel blessed, just thank God for the opportunity, and thank Vodafone Events and Onehunga High School for the opportunity. Never thought that I'd actually be doing this early. It's always been a dream to be like a producer. I thought that comes at like when I'm like 28 or something, but 19 years old and doing that's a massive achievement for me.
For some reason Chopin popped up, and it was really interesting because he's such a contrast to Beethoven and Mozart. I find his music's very emotive. It's a bit moodier maybe, or a lot more stripped back, and it really evokes a mood within you when you listen to it.
I didn't really like classical music until Moovit. Yeah, it wasn't really like a genre I liked, but ever since Moovit, yeah, it's become like growing onto me pretty much.
People come in here and you're always going to get people who don't want to do something, but then you see those people giving it a go, and without realizing it, they're subconsciously like broadening their creative horizons. So they're like accessing things in their mind that they didn't know they're capable of doing, and slowly they become enticed and used to doing like new things. And that means you can adapt, and like if you can adapt, you can kind of work anywhere. So like it's not just helping you here, it's actually helping you outside, because you're learning to look at something through a different point of view.
So it's more about blurring the boundaries of what a genre might be and taking movement rather than dance. So how can we explore movement and just moving in space rather than a dance style. Yeah.
The best part of doing Moovit is when we're on stage and we're just showing our family or the primary school kids, this is us, like this is our one story. All of us coming together, it's everyone coming together, even though we come from like different like homes. We're all one, we're all the same, we're all equal, but we still have our different opinions and creativity that we still like to put in, but we're all still one.
And I know every year when they come off the stage, the best feeling is when they walk out into the foyer and their friends and family are there, and they just feel so proud of themselves. And if we can create that sense of success, that's a really positive thing to put in someone's life, is them to feel proud of themselves, significant of what they've created. I love the sense of community that Moovit creates, this idea of our Moovit family, like that these guys feel connected and they feel a part of something bigger, a big picture, and that they've contributed to creating something that they can be proud of.
That's a very long journey. That's a very hard journey that we've been through. But it's weird because we've all like been through it together.
We've all kind of grown as well.
It's been ups and downs.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot has happened. Yeah. There's been like so much stress, but then there's also been like so much glory.
They expect you to act like a professional. They don't expect you to muck around, like you can't just not turn up or expect it to kind of be go with flow. You know, you have to put in the effort because they want it to look good on stage.
It's really satisfying putting in all that work and effort and then finally getting a result that you're proud of.
The final product, like on stage, it all coming together and feeling like a family, like all together.
Like, yeah, the glory is the time we spend on stage with these guys there. Like,
It's a mixture between happy, excited, like, I don't know. It's just this fusion that it's like, whoa. It's like your flame's been lit and you don't want it to go out.
we'll keep pushing the boundaries. Like, we'll keep building. Like, better never stops, and it really doesn't stop in here. We just keep going. Now that you've heard our story,
It's time to